Hey everybody, so I'm guessing that this starts right off the bat, so I'm just going to begin talking. I'm glad that some of you guys have taken time out of your day to come here. Like, by all means, I know you could be somewhere else, but I tried to make my bleh, I can speak when the camera's on. I try to make my content that is interesting enough for all of you beginners as well as the people who are intermediate and advanced like me, because there's always something new or something different or a crazy way they do it that can just perk your interest, make you remember things, and inspire you to keep going, especially when you're in a rut, you're not feeling good, you're kind of tired and whatnot. So I want to just welcome everyone here. I came on just a few minutes early because I want to give people more time to come in and be able to say hello. And so we will always start at 6:05, or on Sundays it would be 2:05. So like 5 minutes after the time that I say the video will actually begin, will begin. But I'll always have, should I remember, I will always have right here in um, your viewing area all of the supplies that you'll be needing. So I do like taking time to say hello to you guys, because without you, there is no me. So hello, Gretchen, Starwolf, Kathy, Susan, Linda, Destiny, and Sandy so far. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm super excited about this. This is one of those things I've always wanted to try. I never did. Like, I know in my brain how to do it and how it's done, but to get your hands on it and actually do it is just thrilling to me. So I'm hoping that a few more people will be able to join us. We're going to start in about 6 minutes or so. What you're going to need for this sticker making process is some kind of a bowl with water in it. You're going to get your hands in it, so don't do it right after you painted your nails. And you might want the water just be a little bit warm, just so it's not freezing cold. I don't personally like to be cold, so that's why I say that. Hey, Jen Marker and Trader Creations and Marsha and Sandy. Welcome, guys. So back to what you need for today. A bowl of water, a bunch of white paper scraps. I mean, by all means, grab a brand new piece of paper if you want. I'm using cardstock tonight. Anywhere, this whole stack is probably somewhere between 90-pound and 110-pound, depending on what piece I grab. It's all mixed up. Any kind of a stamp that you want to create your sticker with. I'm going to be using this heart. Probably others too, but this heart for sure. And then a black ink. I'm just using VersaFine. Like I said, we're going to experiment with this some tonight, because I'm going to try adding some colors and things like that and see what stays on the sticker and what doesn't. So far I've only done black and white, so black, hence when you put on whatever you're putting it on, it's white. And then you'll need some tape. I'm just using this like mailing tape. But this is what you'll need. Just some clear tape. Clear packing tape. That's about it. I use a toothbrush just to hold things under the water. Not that you really need that. It's no big deal. Hey, Naomi and Kimberly and Scrap Gamma and Rod and Diana. Hope I didn't miss too many people in there. So I'm just going to state one more time the fact that we will always start, if I do start a few minutes early, it's just so that people can have a little conversation if they want. And I will always start at promptly 5 after. That'll give 5 minutes for everyone who knows that it starts promptly at 6 to get here, and we'll get started. Hi, Lonnie. And Jamie will have to leave a little early for a band meeting. Cheers, guys. Yes, feel free to come in and out. My videos are always archived. If you want more after the video ends, you can always go back to my channel and look at all the archived live streams. I also have on my main page, and the Jen Evers channel main page, a bunch of playlists that you can look at. The 5-minute cards playlist is on there if you're interested in short 5-minute card making sessions. Oh, yay to all the new people coming in. Thanks, guys. There's also a series in there, This to That is a really old series that I used to do, changing something into something else. Basically, quick technique videos. And then there's, I don't even remember. There's a bunch of stuff on there. And then if you want something beyond that, come join us at Koality Crafts on Facebook. We'd love to have you. We have a lot of people in there. Over 500. I lost count. Somebody may, if you're watching chat, somebody may mention how many we've got in there. And it's koala as the bear, Koala, capital T, crafts, Crafts. So Koala T crafts. It sounds like quality, but that's how it's spelled when you spell it out like that. Hi Jane, you made it. Good for you. I'm glad you're here. So one more time before we get started, we've got about 2 minutes left, and we're going to need a bowl of water, some packing tape, scrap pieces of white cardstock, a black ink, and we're going to experiment with colors because I've not yet done that. So it's always fun to bring you guys along when I experiment and learn new things too. And then any kind of a stamp set that you want. I am using May Made It stamp set called Love Is. So if I hold it up really close, there's the title right in the middle. It's always really tiny. And then this is what the whole thing looks like. Very, very cool. She's got really, really nice stamp set, you guys. And they're always reasonably priced. It's only like $12.99 for a great big stamp size like this. And I am going to be on May's design team. However, I've pushed mine out to make it so that I start there in May. I always have and always will use May's product. So getting on her design team was not was not my goal, was not my intention. But she asked me. Of course, I'm thrilled. I totally want to be on it. But I had to be honest with the workload that I have right now. May Made It. I'm going to be on our design team, but I'm pushing it out till May because May, June, July is more towards my summer, so I'll have a little bit more time to put into that. It'll be the end of the school year, but that'll just be easier than the time right now, I feel, because right now it's kind of a high anxiety time. There's taxes and all that messy stuff going on. So let me just move this stuff out of the way so that we can begin. We're going to use this water. And I'm going to show you one right off the bat, a card, or not a card, but like a card front, an embellishment that I made using one of the stickers I've already done. So where you can see it shiny, where I stamped those 3 butterflies in succession, that's my sticker. So I had this little background piece that I created. I made my sticker. I put the sticker right on, and then I inked around the whole thing until you could literally see exactly where the lines of that sticker were. Now, if I just wanted just the butterflies, I could have, before I put it in the water, cut around each little butterfly and made each little butterfly its own sticker. So that's completely up to you, and I'm going to show you that with the heart. So right before we get going here, this is what we're looking at having as an end product. I don't know about you, but I like to work backwards. I like to have in my mind what we're making so I know what I'm looking for. This was another stamp that I did. And they are still sticky. Once you take them out of the water, that's the magical part. I couldn't believe it. It just, to me, is so thrilling. I want to try to just pick this up. But, oh, dang, they're sticky. So you can see right there that really cool butterfly. Okay, and I want to try adding colors and stuff to these. There's one of the hearts that I just did. So these are stickers that you can put on things. Now I have a sticker on my candle on the side here, but I'm not going to pull that over here because it would probably spill the wax. These will go on the side of candles, or you can pick these up and put them on bottles. So it's pretty limitless in what you can do with them. You can make your own labels for bottles. I tried doing that with some letters, but that one didn't turn out as well. So here I have one on right onto a bottle. You know, depending on how smooth you put it out. And then I'm hoping that color will work too, but I haven't tried it. I thought I would wait and try that with you guys. But you can label and do all kinds of things with these stickers. It's so fun. I hope you guys really love this, because sometimes I have to admit, I show you some things that are like, yeah, it's cool, but I've done it before. It doesn't hold maybe the same thrill this time around. Maybe it hasn't been long enough. But then I show you things that are like my favorites, or like things like this where I've never tried it. And I just get so super excited to share this with you guys. Now, I heard through some group or somewhere about people saying, hey, you know those ABC stamps that you never use? Yeah, I got a great big set right here. Technique Tuesday, Eiffel Tower, capital letters. Never use it. But I used this to make a sticker of my name, and that one didn't turn out so well. And I got too rough with the tape, I think, and just made it all smudgy. But get out this is where you're going to want to get out these letters you never use, because you can make all of your own kind of labels and stuff for your, like, your boxes and all your stuff in your room. Like, I can see right from where I'm sitting 3-4 different pull-out boxes that I could make labels for. So that would be really cool too. Let's start out with the heart that I got from the Made It set called Love Is. And like I always repeat, this is not a sturdy, flat, very flat area. So I'm going to get a hole or a divot or a dip in the middle of this. So I'm going to use my fingers to stamp this on and push from behind to make sure I get a solid stamp all the way around. You guys will probably not want to do this, especially if you're new to stamping. I'm a pretty seasoned stamper, so I feel pretty confident in doing it this way. If you can't get yours to, find a very flat surface, and if not, then grab a mouse pad and use the squishy, floofy back part of the mouse pad so that you've got some give to it. Once you get stamped down what you want to stamp, or I'm going to try later to see if we can actually handwrite something in ink. I don't know what kind of ink it has to be. You're going to want a piece of that packing tape, and you're going to put that right on top of whatever it is you stamped. Now, I don't want this to be a block sticker. I want this to be a sticker of just the heart. So I'm going to trim right around it, just being sure to leave a little bit of an edge. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. But that's kind of what I want for that. And it ends up looking like this. And then I'm just going to plop it right in the water. And like I said, I have a toothbrush. This is not necessary, but I put it on top there just so that it'll stay under the water a bit. Doesn't always stay because the water moves around. But and then I just leave it sit, and then I prep something else. So I will cut this off. I got tape on the other side, so I'm going to toss that one away. This is why it's a good reason to use up your scraps. Oh, hi, Kay. Oh, she's really tired and sick, but she just popped in. Well, this will be archived, so feel better soon, hon, and we'll see you later. Cheers to you. It sucks when you feel tired. I've never timed this, so I just let it sit and then try to rub my finger on it to see if the paper is soft enough to roll off the back of it. We shall see. So like I said, again, let's prep something ahead of time here while we're waiting for that one to soak. And so let's pull out one of these, and we'll do my name. Because I might want to put my name on something. These are like super sticky. I don't know what is, oh gosh, that one just ripped right in half. I think these are just super, super old. And they're almost like sticky gel. It's so strange. But yeah, I think that they're just ready to be tossed. I've never had a stamp set that like went wonky the way this one did. I don't know how old it is. I'm going to literally lay these down on here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I can get them semi-straight. You can use a straight edge, or you can use one of those papers underneath that has the grid on it. I'm just eyeballing mine. I just want it to be semi-straight. See, they stick to everything. It's just crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Hopefully now it's going to come back up off of. I guess I didn't clean these very well. They're kind of black. All right. Then I'm going to put the block on and hopefully they come up. Yep, you can still see I've got a lot of black ink on there yet. So let's just flip this over and use the other side. Ink this up real well. And I make sure it stamps on there. These are so squashy. Ooh, that's nice. I love this ink. Try to do a better job of getting that off this time. Maybe I'll just stamp it off. Yeah, I mean, geez, you hear that? Oh, those stamps are crazy. All right, we need a little piece of tape for this one. Whoa, I just slid that. Did you see that? I just dragged it right over the top. I think we'll still be all right. Let's just cut this one a little bit closer to get rid of a little bit of that drag, and then no one will see it. And then I'll just kind of go around it the best I can. There we go. That's going to look cool on something, maybe that bottle. So let's put that one in and bring these around, because that other one might be ready by now. It's been in there a while. And I will bring you up close so you can watch the magic happen. Sometimes this comes off in all one piece. Now I'm just going to pull at it, slide my finger across gently until it comes off. And I have nothing but the tape underneath. And when I learned the hard way is once you reach the tape that there's no more paper on, you want to be very gentle in how you rub in that area. Because if you rub it too hard, after you know that all the paper's been released, it'll like almost like smear that tape and you won't get a very clear background. So when you put it on something, you're going to see extra paper there. Try this a couple times, you'll know exactly what I mean. Sometimes it's hard to describe. It's almost like a cloudy effect because some of the paper, or the paper's off, but you've kind of, do you see that great big piece just fell off like that? Do you see that? That piece just slid right off. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish very gently wiping off the rest of it so that I don't move that tape around. I don't want it to look cloudy. I hope that makes sense. The more you play around with it, the more you will get it, because you want it to look really clear when it comes out. All right, and then I am going to just kind of shake this off a bit. You don't want to put this down on anything but like a clean paper towel because it will pick up lint like no tomorrow. That is why I learned that the hard way too. I have this paper towel and I just lay it on there real gently and then I let it dry. You don't want to let it dry because I swear no matter what you try to use to dry it yourself, you're just going to end up with lint and stuff on the back of your sticker that you don't want. You want it to be clear. So those turned out really well. You can see on this one, if you look as it's floating, do you see how some of it's like becoming translucent and some of it's still opaque? That's a good telltale sign if it's ready or not too. So it looks like that might need to just go a little bit longer. So let's try experimenting now. We know the black works, right? We know that Starwolf wants to know, she's popping in and out, if we could just stamp directly on the tape. You could if you have stays on, because that would stay on the glossy side of the tape. I'll have to ponder that some more. If anyone else has some feedback on that, I would love to hear about it. Like what I'm saying is if you just want to make a sticker and just want to stamp on the top of the tape, you'd have to have something that would dry on a non-porous slippery surface, which would be stays on, and that would work. What else? You're gonna get, yeah. I don't know, let's think on that. That's a really good question. Well, Kathy Thomas, we're glad you're here tonight too. Okay. I really do want to try something that's colored because I haven't yet, and I want to see what kind of inks will work for that. So I know that the inks from Tim Holtz that are distress inks, those react with water, so pretty, 9 out of 10 sure that's not going to work. So I'm going to grab just a couple of colors from my Stampin' Up! Collection that I have, and we're going to try that. Oh, somebody else said, not words, but if you stamp directly on the sticky side of the tape, would it work? I'm not sure. That could be something we could mess around with here. See what happens. All right, these two look pretty cool. Let's try this one because I'm pretty sure this is a juicy one. This is Pink Passion. And just for the heck of it, since I can use these later on Valentine's cards and whatnot, I'm going to ink up this heart in this very bright pink. Making sure that it gets the center because I missed the center that time. Okay, and again, I'm holding my stamp as I'm pushing down because my surface isn't exactly flat and I don't want to miss the middle. If you're not comfortable doing that, then you want to get yourself a mouse pad or something to put underneath to give yourself a little bit more of a squish. So these are dye-based ink. So our experiment is, do dye-based inks work for this? Somebody else had said, I got a couple of bubbles, so I'm just scratching them out with my nail. And I need to back you guys out. I apologize. I hope I wasn't always completely out of frame. I had a couple of bubbles in my tape, so I'm just pushing them out, which is no big deal because I'm going to cut pretty close to this heart anyway, so you won't even see them. Okay, so there is our pink heart with our dye-based ink. This is Pink Passion by Stampin' Up! So I'm going to throw that in there. I mean, once you get a lot of paper in the water, you have to, renew your water. You just have to kind of play that by ear. Well, hello from Grace. I don't know how to say her name because it starts with an X. Night Angel made it. Hello. Oops, I'm doing the pink one. What am I doing? It's already coming off. I'm trying to reach in and do the Jen and talk to people at the same time. It wasn't working. So again, I'm going to peel this back very gently until I feel the tape. And I feel the tape, I'm going to stop peeling. I'm going to be super gentle about that so that I don't end up getting that tape moved around and get a blurry, cloudy. Ooh, look, that whole piece came right off. Do you see that? That's when you know it was definitely done. You shouldn't have to peel too hard. There's a couple little cloudy places that I can see because I'm so close that you might not be able to see right off the bat. That's what I'm still peeling at, but I'm being very careful not to smudge the sticky stuff that is actually the tape. When you do yours, you will be able to see that cloudiness. So here's my Jen. Now obviously that's the sticky side up, so when I flip it over, the word is going to be a sticker that let me show you. When I flip it over and put the sticky side down, you're going to be able to read it just like that, Jen. Okay? One thing that you probably have noticed is that it's not quite as deep, dark of a color as when we started out with it. So it was super, super jet black on that paper, and when it comes out, it's not super, super jet black anymore. I am using all sorts of white cardstock ginger that ranges between 90 and 110 pound cardstock. You could probably use just regular printer paper too, but I've not tried it. So give it a shot, whatever kind you have. Any kind of cardstock seems to work just fine. Because that's what I've been using. All right, let's get rid of that one. Another thing I wanted to try was putting... Oh, look what happened to the heart. I gotta show you this. Check it out. Dye-based ink. Do you see what's happening to the heart there? Because I was rubbing on it, the water got underneath. It's going to be cool to see what happens to that one. What's the difference between the dye-based ink of Stampin' Up! And I'm missing my towel here. And this VersaFine. What is VersaFine? Ah, VersaFine is a pigment ink. So our heart is a dye-based ink and the black is a pigment ink. Do I have any more pigment inks? I don't think I do. Let's check close to my heart ink. Oh, it's so far away. It's a stretch for me. I don't know about how much you know about me, but I am a very short lady. Oh, these are also dye inks. Same thing. Let's try. I have another kind of ink up here. I don't know if it's going to say though. Oops. These are Marvy. Oh, I'm ripping my little tag. It does say underneath my thing. Oh, dye-based. Dye-based. So these little Marvy squares are dye-based as well. I wonder if they're all going to do that. Unless we do. I literally don't think I have any other pigment ink other than this one. So let's try, while we're here, let's try peeling off this pink heart and see if it continues, if we peel it, continues to just disintegrate the color. It does. It peels the whole thing right off. I'm going to show you. Bring it right up here. Look at that. A dye-based ink will not work, which means I have a feeling if we put color on it, before we put it under the water, it's going to, any embossing ink is pigment. Embossing ink. I don't have any colored embossing inks. I don't know if you guys do. But here we go. There's literally a ghosting. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can get it on a. Nope, that's not going to show it. I need a dark piece of paper. There is a real ghosting effect that has gone on where that ink was sitting. Do you see the little scribbles there? Now I guess if you wanted to do that and you wanted that ghosting effect, that could be kind of cool. That's really neat. I don't know, think on that, you creative artists out there. What can we use this for? Can't be a complete loss, right? All right. So we know we can't do those, but we could do, well, it stays on pigment too then? Well, it says solvent ink, but I only have black, so I don't really have one that I can practice with. How about a white? No, white inks don't really dry. I wonder if we do, who else it says, what about coloring with permanent markers? Oh, I might have a handful of permanent markers. Prisma pencils or something like that. That is a really good idea. Marcia says she thinks that only VersaFine and Archives will work. I'm not, archival ink you mean? Okay. Oh, Donna just tried it with Crafter's pigment ink and the same thing happened as the pink heart. What about coloring with permanent markers? Let's try that out. I'm digging through my drawer here. Pretty sure that I have a handful of permanent markers in here. I just have to find the right drawer. Let me move these guys out of the way. Well, I used to anyways. There they are. I'm guessing Sharpies are permanent, correct? Permanent ink Sharpies, would that work? Let's try it. Let's just make ourselves a little doodle here. We'll just do a couple little flowers or something. Probably can't see real well what I'm doing, so I'm going to bring you in a tad. I don't have Prisma pencils, I'm sorry to say. All I have are just cheap, generic colored pencils. But if you have Prisma pencils or something like that, you want to try that, go for it and then report back and let us know. Especially over on Quality Crafts, because then we'll all be able to find you real quickly, because most of us are over there already. If you're not already a part of Quality Crafts, it is kind of like the sister-mother friendship group, I don't know what you want to call it, to this channel. It's a place where there's no commitment and no drama, and there's no participation police, so no one's going to care if you're participating or not. You can be a lurker if you like. We do encourage participation, though. We have weekly challenges that run Sunday to Sunday, and then every Sunday I show you a live stream technique video so that you can also dive in and do that technique if you haven't already tried it. And then there's also, that runs Sunday to Sunday. That's the challenge. And then there's also swaps over there. And as far as this channel goes, there's a live stream every Thursday night like tonight, and we'll have a winner. And the winner will win some of these stickers. They always win something I've either pre-made or made with you for this video. Sunday there's no winner, but that's because I'm showing off whatever technique it is that we're doing for the week. So that's already been put out, and you have until next week, this coming Sunday actually, to finish doing that. Should we do a red one? Or how about a yellow one? Yeah, some of these are really dried up. I haven't used these in eons. Ooh, yeah, they're dry. Dang. Reminder to me, pick up some more Sharpies. That one's dead. I'm just going to go over it in red. I might get kind of an orange color. That'd be cool. In a blue center. Dee Dee, are you a lurker? Is that why you laughed? You lurker, you. You're hiding. Oops. That went completely the wrong way. I think that's pretty good. Let's just leave it as that so we can get on with business. There's some of our little funny flowers, and hi Dawn. Finally made it to a live one while it's still live. Woohoo! Not hard to catch though. So our live streams are always exactly the same time on exactly the same day for your convenience. Sundays from 2 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Thursdays like tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I know that's kind of a bummer for our friends around the world and internationals, and those, you know, are way, way away from our kind of time scheme here. So I apologize for that, but I have to get my beauty sleep too. And I still work full time and everything. As much as I would love to be 100% devoted to you guys and be that type of YouTuber, which is eventually my goal. And if you want to help with that, you can always go over to Quality Crafts, also to the store that I've began. It's a small store. I just have a few things in it that are like usable, reusable stuff like HEG tape and foam tape and the little glue bottles that I use in my videos all the time that look like this. So if you want to support my channel and doing some purchases from the store, that would be an awesome way to do it. I also am on Patreon and I accept PayPal donations as well. All right, so we have got, I'm just switching this out for a new bowl of water because that's getting kind of messy. And we're going to try this. These are permanent Sharpie markers, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm just going to make sure, maybe I should get a bone folder and make sure that I don't have any holes. There we go, air holes. And just put it in there and see what happens. I'll try to leave this within sight of you guys so you can see if it starts getting wonky. Put the dry Sharpie and alcohol and it will start to work again. Really? Where did that bad boy fly off to? I have alcohol. Oh, alcohol 70%? What if it's more than 70%? Can I still try it? Yay! Naomi got her order today and she loves the little bottles for her glue. Thank you for saying so. Yes, that will be the next thing we try, Kathy. Thank you. If this design stays and we know we can use these markers, then we can do a stamp, a black stamp, and color it in with these, and that would be cool. So this is our experiment to find out if we can go to the next thing. Somebody said put this in alcohol. I only have 91%, and I thought I had some cups laying around here. Ah, shucks. I must have taken those somewhere else. I got another idea. I'm going to take one of the little glue bottles and see if my pen will fit in it. Nope. It fits on the end. Okay, so that's not going to work. We have a cover of some sort that we could try out. We just need a little, just need something to hold a little bit of this alcohol. I could put it in here. Let's do that. I'm going to back you guys out here a bit. I'm going to put it right in this bottle. So I have enough in there that hopefully this marker will stand up and not disappear in there because it's tall enough. So this was my Sharpie that was dried up. It's yellow, and I'm just going to stick it right in there. So there we go. I'm just going to let that sit and see what happens. We'll see. What else we got? Aha! Vic, you made it! Hi, Barb. Don't put too much, just enough for it to drink it up. All right. That was too much, huh? So we need a tiny little bit. I think that's as tiny as we're going to get. All right, so let's just set that aside. We'll see if it works. We we have about 20 minutes left or so, around there. I'm looking to see, do we think that this one's ready to go? I think probably not quite. Somebody else wanted us to try colored pencils. Even though I don't have the kind of colored pencils you're talking about, I'll give that a shot. My crafty brain tells me that probably won't work. So I don't know that it'll stay on the tape, but let's try it. And these are waxy, so I think it's going to be kind of a resist to the sticky tape. I wonder about watercolors. I wonder if watercolor would make a difference. This table is not flat either. It's quite bumpy. You can tell when I do this. Whoop. Just do this little splashy kind of design. You tape it up. Whoops. And then I think I'll just kind of make this one square. I'm not going to cut all the way around it. Okay. We'll run the bone folder over that. And we will put it in and see what happens. Another thing we could try is some other colored markers. So, how about we try, not distress markers, but what about these? Are these exactly the same ink as the ink pads? I'm guessing so. Let me just double check. Well, these are water-based dye ink. Do you suppose we'll get the same exact reaction from these? Let's try it out. Barbara asked, is she making stickers with cello tape? I call it packing tape. I'm going to assume that cello tape is the same thing. In that case, yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Ooh, that's an interesting light green puke kind of color. What is that, moss? What does that say? Mellow, yeah, mellow moss. Certainly is. All right. Oh, I just love this technique, you guys. I like experimenting too. So thanks for being here, being my experimental buddies here. I'm also going to do these in a strip too, because I'm not wholeheartedly thinking this is going to work, since these are also dye based. They're water, but water and dye based markers, and I just have a feeling this is going to rub right off. For those of you who missed it, we did a Stampin' Up! Pad of paper here, and the ink, you can tell the ink did not stay. It just started rubbing off with the paper, leaving us with a plain old piece of tape with a little bit of a I want to say a hologram, but that's not it exactly. I'll show it one more time. There's like a, oh, and maybe it's not there anymore. There was a little bit of a ghosting effect where you could see the lines, but even that's faded now as it dried off. You can't I can sort of see it on my end, but it's not going to pick up in the, it's just not going to pick up on there. So let's toss this in too. We should by now be able to peel off from this flower one. This flower one was the one that we did with the permanent Sharpie markers. Okay, there's what it looks like. So I'm going to gently peel this paper back. I don't know what the difference is, but this seems to be harder to get off of here. I wonder what the difference in paper is what I'm thinking. Maybe this is a different kind of paper. Oh. It's also coming off, but not all of it. You see what's happening there? Like some of it's staying behind, but most of it's coming off. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that since I'm seeing, maybe I just peeled too hard. Maybe I have to be a lot more gentle. Kathy is always looking for, and sometimes Jody Sutherland does it, but she's not here tonight. At least I don't believe she is. I think tonight is the night she's gone. Takes down your names. Oh, that feeling of your fingers rubbing together down your hand on a chalkboard, that's kind of what I was getting there. She takes down your names because your name's on here and your name's on YouTube, I mean, Facebook are sometimes way different. And so she takes down both of your names so that she can find you and find your address in the book over on the Facebook group. So if you want to be a winner in the live streams, go on and join in. Become a member of Quality Crafts over on Facebook so that we can get your address in the book and that we can find who you are when you're drawn as a winner, because that just makes things 10 times easier for us. We don't have to hunt people down. Okay, this sort of worked, but I'm not real impressed with the results. These are the Sharpie markers. Now maybe if I would have let that sit in the water a little bit longer. The leaves were the last thing I did, so you can tell that they wiped off first. So maybe it's a matter of if you use these, you have to let the color sit on the paper much longer than I did. Because remember we did the purple first? The purple seemed to stay the longest or stay the best. It was the most hard fast. Okay. So Kathy is telling us that if you're coming over to Quality Crafts, it's Koala, K-O-A-L-A, capital T, C-R-A-F-T-S, and we've got 753 members. That's how you'll be able to tell you're at the right Quality Crafts. So far, I'm most thrilled with just the black and white ones, just the plain old black ones. Oh, hey, Karen. She says first time she caught me live. I'm live quite often. It saves me from having to edit, I'll be honest. My apologies for no humor on Wednesday's 5-minute card. I was exhausted and just my anxiety was through the roof. It was not a good night. But I didn't want to let you guys down. So I hope that a less funny video was an appropriate replacement for one of the better ones. Cheers, you guys. Okay, 1 second, I gotta check something. We're still waiting for, oh, did these all get put together here? We're still waiting for the, oh yeah. Remember I said this was also dye? Look what's happening to these. Look what's happening. You see, as the water gets in there, it just releases all that dye right off the tape. So pretty sure that's not going to do well. This one is going to cause a resist effect. This was the colored pencils. I'm not sure what's going to happen to that, if it's just going to stay on the paper and nothing is going to stick to the sticker. We'll find out. But those are not translucent yet. I don't think they're ready. So let's double check here our little experiment. I believe it was Marsha that told me that you could refresh your Sharpies by putting them in alcohol. I don't know for how long, but this one's been in there for a little while. So I'm going to give it a shot. What are we doing with vinegar and glue? Oh gosh, not vinegar and glue, hun. We're doing, whoa, I went the wrong way. We are doing stickers using packing tape and mostly VersaFine ink, which works the best. But we're trying all kinds of other mediums to see what happens. And I'm just trying to get this, and now it's not coloring at all after I put it in the alcohol. It's not even coloring a little bit like it was. I don't think that's going to work. I think it's just completely out. Maybe I did it wrong. Marcia, tell me what did I do wrong? Or do I have to put it in there for like 24 hours or what? I'll put it back in there just in case I shouldn't have pulled it out so soon. Where on Quality Crafts do you put your address? So when you're on Quality Crafts on Facebook, you go to the top and there's a little, what do you call it? A little tab called Files. Click on Files and then go down and find the one that is simply called Address Book. I know there's another one in there that said address book backup. I think I actually deleted that one at this point. The address book will give you a link to click on where you can add all your information and it automatically gets thrown right into a spreadsheet. So easy. Thank you, Kim. She came from the angels and gave us that awesome way to collect addresses, and it has been a godsend. So thank you to Kimberly for doing that. It's been awesome. What? Tracy says yes, but you can make lick stickers with the vinegar and tacky glue. That sounds yucky. But I would love to know more because that sounds super fun to make. I don't know if I would lick it, but let's just try this one because I think this one is almost ready. And I just know what's going to happen here. So I'm going to start peeling off the paper on this one. And you see that? Even the ink is just releasing right back into the water. So I'm not going to do all three, but look, do you see what happened here? That's not looking too good. Ta-da! Yeah, that didn't work. These were close to my heart dye and water-based markers. No go. No go. Throwing that out. This one now is the one that I think that's not going to work too because I think it's going to resist and just stick to the paper, come off with the paper and not stick. These are just regular old cheapo well, it's $5 for an entire set at Walmart. So let's see what happens. Let's peel it off. Oh my goodness! Oh, I feel like I'm in 8th grade science and my hypotheses just went through the window, right out the window. Holy Hannah! This is awesome. This is awesome! I should have let this sit a while longer, but I just can't wait. I want to show you guys what happened. This one needs to soak longer, but check it out. The colored pencil. Who suggested that? The colored pencil stayed on the tape. Look at that. That is so cool. Here's the thing though. I'll see if I can get the rest of the tape off, or the rest of the, oh, it's making me, when my fingers get pruny and then they touch the other fingers, oh, I can't stand that. Oh, Tracy said if you do the vinegar and glue thing, she said, honest, you don't taste the vinegar. Well, you will have to share that with us on Quality, Tracy, because I'm sure that a lot of us would love to try that. I know I would. I would totally do it. Totally want to. Oh, darn, I just probably didn't wait long enough for this one. So I can't get all the paper off. It's frustrating. But anyway, I want to dry this because I have a feeling. I have to dry my hands too. Give me a second here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Because that one's really dirty and I don't want to keep using it. I need another paper towel instead. So here's the thing, is I'm going to dry off the back side. Yeah. And then I'm going to dry off the sticky side, which might make it cloudy and give it all full of dust and stuff. But if you do it with these colored pencils, they stay. But you have to have a border around them because where the wax is on this side, it's not sticky. It's made the sticky resist. So basically, whoops, I'll grab another piece of white paper. So basically, you could stick it on your project anywhere you want. Whoop, let me get in frame here. You can stick it on your project anywhere you want, but the place where it's going to stick is all the way around it. The border that you left is going to stick. The part that's actually colored is not sticky at all. So let's see if we can peel this back up once we put it down. Look at that. It even took up the paper. So look how powerfully sticky it is even after we do this. Yeah, check it out. It rips the paper right back off. But do you see where the crayon sits right here is not sticky. So if you do colored pencils, it works. But you must have a border to stick them down. Who knew? I totally am blown away by that. So cool. Where is everybody tonight? All right, we are down to the last 5 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do here is just clean up my desk a little bit so that I can do a wrap up. I can show you what we've done and what worked and what didn't work. And let you guys be back on with your busy lives. I'm going to throw this yellow marker out because that just didn't do the trick for me. Oh, and I got this whole thing full of... So while we are on the live stream, nobody can get into Quality Crafts until we're done because Kathy is busy taking names for the winner for the drawing. And by the way, if I forget to name the winner from the week previously, it's always right in the description box below this video. I don't know if you guys are able to look at that while I'm live streaming, but I have it in there. And it was Thursday, January 26th, and our winner was Sherrie Laarson. Congratulations, Sherrie. Oops, so let me get this back on here. So I appreciate you guys coming around, and I know there's some continued questions coming out here. However, I'm looking for my pink ink now that I seem to have, there it is. I don't have enough time to do another experiment because it is 4 minutes till the hour. And like I said, I'm going to clear this off. I hope you guys really enjoy, like, the fact that I go back over what we've done. If that's something that is like, meh, we don't really need that. It's not really that important to us. Or, yeah, it's just not our thing. Somebody needs to let me know. Private message me is always the quickest way to get a hold of me. Because if you email me or put a message in Quality, you never know if the gremlins are going to steal it, or if I'm just not going to see it because I'm so busy all the time. So if you really want my attention, you will private message me on Facebook, please. Cleaning up just a little bit, I want to show you what we've done today. we've made stickers that can label things, like this jug. I want to back out even just a little bit more here. Oh, you can see the mess I still have on my desk. Well, there's some extra stuff there. So this one, I need a background paper. You can see that I labeled this one with a sticker, but you could do it with a name, you know, another sticker. So you can label things. This one, oof, has alcohol in it, so I'll have to rinse that out later, but I want to put the cover on. There, you can see it. All right. And then we also did a name sticker, did we not? Yes. Here are other stickers that I have laying here to dry. So we did a name sticker. We did my name. And all of these black ones were done with VersaFine pigment ink. So if you have pigment inks, you're good to go. This one was done with Sharpie marker. And what we found is if you color with Sharpie marker, you have to let it sit. These do stay majorly sticky, so I'm just letting you know. So this one was done with Sharpie marker, and the part that turned out the best was the part we let sit on the paper the longest, which was the purple. But look, even as it's sat now, it's faded out a little bit more, I think. But if you want more of like a watercolored look, that's sort of kind of how it turned out. Not my favorite. I probably wouldn't do that one again. I'm just not that impressed with it. This one we did with a dye-based ink. Does not stay at all. It just comes right back off. So yeah, not really worth doing dye-based ink. I'm going to toss that one. This one, which totally shocked me, somebody said please use pencils, just regular pencil, colored pencil, and it worked. This is the sticker. You can peel it back up, but it's going to rip the paper. But as you can see, the crayon still is a resist on the back side, so there's no sticky here. So if you do the colored pencil, you'll get a really great sticker, but you have to have some kind of an outline of stickiness to put it onto whatever you're going to put it onto. But that worked. Kudos to whoever came up with that idea. I want to say it was Marcy, but I'm not sure. So that was the other one. The only other one that I can't show you is the one that I put on the candle, but it's in all the pictures, the photos, you know, for that kind of thing. So pull out all your permanent markers, your pigment inks. I might have to look into that now. Like, can I get a whole line of pigment inks, or maybe pigment ink and a marker, or yeah, I don't know if to research that, because this could be totally a lot more fun than it even was tonight, and I'm still just enamored with this. And it is 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we have finished this live stream on how to make your own stickers using packing tape and black pigment ink. I hope that you guys you'll stick around and kind of go over and gather at Quality Crafts to figure out, find out what's going on over there, where we have a challenge that's going on that'll be ending this coming Sunday. Blue Bowl Challenge, which is we've teamed up with Lisa Blue Bowl, who makes Blue Bowl stamps. So cool. She does one a month, and if you jump in now, it only costs you like $3-4 to buy the first one, and then as long as you make the project and post it, then the next month you get the next one for free. It's a progressive challenge. So come on over, get involved in that. We will be picking a winner for our Blue Bowl images very, very soon, probably this weekend. And what else can I tell you? Quality Crafts is no non-commitment, non-drama. We love to have everybody over there. You must put your name in the address file and join in on the things that we're doing, like the weekly challenge the weekly challenge, to be considered to win, as long as on Thursday nights, like tonight. If you want to be a winner, jump on over there. And I love that you watch the live streams. That really helps me in gaining my way up. Gosh, my eyelash is just in my eye. You are helping me to become the YouTuber that I've always dreamed that I could be, and helping everyone have access to art. And If you want to continue to support me, I'm on Patreon. I'm also on PayPal donation. And if you'd rather buy something to support, I have a little teeny tiny store over at Quality Crafts where I sell HEG tape, the foam tape, double-sided foam tape that I use in my videos, and also these little glue bottles, which are amazing. So I cannot wait to see you guys next video. Good night.